Game of the night in Atlanta. Game 3, Bucks also all even at 1. Trae Young trying to make use of the home court, and early on, he's feeling good. Halfway through the first, Hawks already up by 12. Oh, they give him all the time in the world, and you can't do that because you know he'll hit you with the 3, and then he'll hit you with the shimmy. But 8 minutes left in the second. Bucks are down 7, and we're going the other way. Giannis Antetokounmpo throwing it down on the Euro step. Bucks within 5. 3 minutes to go in the half. Hawks lead is 4. How about the range? Trae Young. We're tied at 56 at the half. 3 minutes in the third now. Bucks down 5. Giannis, what are we doing up here at the top? All right, we got the defense. We got it. We're losing it. Up, it's behind our back. Up, it's a 3. Oh, he knocks it down. His only 3 of the night. Bucks down by 2. Under a minute to play in the third now. This is the moment that probably changes everything. Just watch Trae Young. He steps on the foot of the official, Sean Wright. It's a twisted ankle. He would go to the locker room with the Hawks leading by 3. He would return in the fourth quarter, but he clearly didn't have the feel. You'll hear from him in just a moment, but he didn't have the blow-by speed. He could still do this. He could knock down a long 3. He had 35 on the night. That one gave Atlanta a 2-point lead, but then Khris Middleton just took over midway through the period. Anywhere he wanted to get, he's knocking down shots, inside, outside. That one ties the game at 98. Next possession, it's Middleton again. This one is for 3. He outscored the Atlanta Hawks by himself in the fourth quarter. 20 in the fourth, on his way to 38 in the game. He knocks down another there, and the Bucks win it 113-102. They get home court advantage back. They're in control in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think once I realized I hit 2 in a row, just told myself to keep trying to find a shot to get up, knowing that I was going to have a good chance of getting in. That's how I was thinking at that time.
It's hurting. It's frustrating. Came back in, it was just kind of sore, and I made me mad. I couldn't really go as fast as I wanted to, and then when I did, it hurt. So gotta get treatment, and hopefully it feels better for next game.
Look, here's what happened. When Trae Young came back in the game, there were 8:44 left to go in the fourth quarter. Atlanta had a 5-point lead, but he was not himself, and Khris Middleton was himself and then some. And you see the numbers. They outscored Atlanta 25-9 from that moment forward. And let me bring Seth Greenberg back into the conversation. My uncle Seth, no relation. Let's just start there. It's such a terrible shame. We've seen so many injuries in this postseason. This one is the flukiest of the fluky variety because he steps on the official's foot. Explain to anyone who doesn't understand, a sprained ankle is obviously a tough injury for anybody, but why is that so particularly bad for a player like Trae Young?
Well, Trae Young, he's got to start and stop and change direction. That's what makes him so special. You think about him coming off that high ball screen. Does he keep it and shoot the floater? Does he make the pass to the dunker spot? I mean, Trae Young's game is built on explosion, changing speeds, changing direction, then hitting a spot, being able to elevate and jump up and shoot that jump shot. When you have a bad ankle, your ability to change direction, change speeds, and push off of that foot is impacted. It's just the way it is. Now, look, if it's not a high ankle sprain, they have an opportunity to train it. I'm surely no doctor, but I'm sure he'll give it his best go, obviously a day from now.
Yeah, so that would be the situation. Game 4 tomorrow night sets up as critical for the Hawks. Let's go to the other side here. Let's talk about Milwaukee's 2 stars. Let's start with Khris Middleton. He deserves the spotlight, and there's so much discussion about what level of player he is in the league. Is he a superstar? Is he good enough to be the best player? All these sorts of things. Middleton last night, what do we say about his performance?
He was incredible. I mean, he was incredible because, he let the game come to him, and then he made the plays. I mean, think about it. He outscored a team in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me? And he made tough shots. Not only did he not just settle for threes, but then he drove the basket. That little baby hook coming across the lane was a huge basket. His ability to beat you off the bounce and create separation, to me, is the difference in his game right now. He's always been a guy that can get to a spot, but now he has the ability to get by you, get into the lane. 71 points between 2 guys, also 22 rebounds between Middleton and Giannis. That's ridiculous.
And then let's get to Giannis here again, because we were talking earlier this morning, Seth, you and I, about all the different ways that he impacts a game. And while there are some questions about the few things he doesn't do, sometimes we do pay a lot of attention to the few things he doesn't do. But let's talk about all the things he does.
Yeah, I mean, look, the missed threes and taking the threes, you go, ugh, like, why? Like, as a coach, you're sitting there going, why? But when a guy plays this hard, when a guy runs the floor, when he rebounds, when he defends, when he plays downhill, when he impacts the game offensively and defensively, you give him some freedom. Because the things that Giannis does do, you cannot scout, all right? You cannot game floor plan for some of the things that he does, the plays that he makes. The guy never takes a play off. So, to me, as a coach, especially in the NBA, you've got to give him his freedom to kind of take one or two of those, even though in the back of your mind, you're going, like, why? Why do you have to do that? But the other guys, to me, were the difference. To me, we talk about Middleton and we talk about Giannis, but that small lineup of the Bucks really changed the game. If you think about it, they were plus 18 with the small lineup. You say why? Versatility offensively, better spacing, opens up the floor for Giannis. And then defensively, they can get up and pressure and switch. So that small lineup was really good for the Bucks.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.